Okay, so this is Jade Thompson. This is the second part of my first question. In what way does your poster use, develop, and challenge forms and conventions of real media products? So I'll start with use. So, typical of film posters, I've opted to include the main cast / star names at the top of the poster. This can be seen in both examples here. Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake from Friends with Benefits, and Jennifer Aniston and Gerard Butler from The Bounty Hunter. These are two examples of rom-com movies which were successful at the box office. Just like on the Bounty Hunter poster, I have chosen to include the release date for my film XX. I have followed the same pathway as Friends with Benefits in that I have made the font big so it attracts the audience's attention and sticks in their mind. Similar to Just Friends film poster, I have also included my production company and film distribution company logos on my movie poster. This is to help the audience associate great content with our studios and our professional services. Much like both of these examples, my film poster also includes a photograph of the main cast members. The shot type I've used is very similar to the one used in Friends with Benefits, a medium shot. Again, just like these two examples, the name of my film is clear for the audience to see. XX is in a large font and is the most noticeable and memorable aspect of typography on the page. Okay, so now we'll move on to develop. So first up, I developed the background of my photography for my film poster. In these two examples, it is clear that the background in Friends with Benefits is shot in the studio, and the background in The Bounty Hunter is on location. I decided to do neither of these and have a simple gradient light blue black background to signify the sky and the resolution in the film, and also relate to our chosen hybrid film genre, romantic comedy. Secondly, another way in which I have developed the traditional conventions is my focus on the logos for production and distribution companies. This was a conscious decision taken because I wanted the audience to associate the film with the conglomerate power behind Lights Out Distribution and Picture House Production, two fictitious companies I made up. Perhaps this would cause people to want to see a movie produced by a big budget studio. Thirdly, I have also made steel tongues more readable. Again, this is another way to promote the film. Whilst a lot of film posters, such as Friends with Benefits one, include the steel tongues and credits, a lot are barely readable. On my poster, you can see who has each role, and the audience may see somebody they recognise or they may have heard of, which may make them want to see the film. Finally, I've decided to include the names of the three main cast members. Unlike the two you traditionally see on most romantic comedy posters, including this Bounty Hunter one, I have done this to hint at the plot and to give the audience a clue as to the narrative of the story. Finally, let's move on to challenge. So the first way in which I have challenged the typical conventions of film posters is my use of slanted typography. Traditionally, copy is either displayed horizontally or vertically, as can be seen here in Friends with Benefits. In my poster, I decided to use a slant on the text which creates synergy with the film trailer. It adds interest and engages the audience. Secondly, another way in which I have challenged the conventions is by embedding a one-line review from a well-known film magazine, Total Film. I've also included a star rating which immediately grabs the audience's attention. As you can see, this is not included in the Bounty Hunter poster. Thirdly, interestingly, I have opted to use a photograph of all three of my main characters. Again, similar to the cast names at the top of the poster, I have done this to give the audience a clue as to the plot of the film. The facial expressions do not reveal too much information, but they keep the audience engaged and intrigued to find out more. This is a small challenge I made to the convention of film posters, and that is my photograph. All the subjects, cast members, are looking directly into the lens of the camera. Much like many of my techniques, this is a way to engage with the audience. My target audience research discovered that rom-com viewers like to feel a part of the movie, and by directly addressing them in such a way, it achieves this. Finally, I played around with shapes and colours in this poster. I stuck with my colour palette of pinky red and light blue, and used sharp angular shapes for dimension and depth. Again, this adds interest.